You're listening to Radio Free Utobitha. I'm joined by special guest and star of Cooking with Tabitha, its best friend Tabitha. Bow to me, puny mortals! And how is your newfound fame treating you this week? Well, as you've already alluded to, this week has been a little bit hectic. So much fan mail. And while we may be tempted to lap it all up, our focus is solely on sharing new cool things with all of you. How magnanimous! Anyways, now that the episode has aired, we can talk more about Cooking with Tabitha, and we will be bringing you all of the behind-the-scenes gossip that we care to share. Number 6 will shock you! Before all that, though, we'll be back after this.
Tiesta's Funhouse now welcomes you to Tiesta's Roaming Restaurants and Resort. Take a bite of the Arganian soft flea and shove it up your nose. Play in the 4,000-degree ball pit furnace. Ooh, it's something that wriggles and squirms, and we'll never tell you just what it is. Admire our exposed wiring and get well acquainted with our flambe surprise, which is $1 million combat robot with a hearty lust for blood. Oh, yes. Injuries? I don't see any injuries. Do you? Everything is fine here. It's the experience you will never forget. Chester's Funhouse, now situated at Bradburton Overpass.
1 cup of chai and a bowl of popped corn. You're an angel, Rosaline. It's nothing. Oh, and we're back on air. Welcome back. And we are currently being quenched. It's delicious. Speaking of delicious things, Tabitha, why don't you tell us about what happened on Cooking with Tabitha this week? Well, since it was the inaugural episode, we decided we needed to cook with ingredients that A, everyone had access to, and B, were easy to find and source. And so you picked human? Well, actually the human picked me, and besides, it seems worse to just waste them. True. However, we would like to point out again to our listeners that neither of us personally eat any human meat. But we do understand that dum-dums on this side of the continent are especially partial to the flavor. They are, but it is gross and unethical. Well, we'll have to agree to disagree on that last point. Anyways, so you were saying about the episode? Oh, yeah! Well, despite some minor production issues due to Donnie Love shaking the whole time while filming us, I think the whole thing went down pretty well. And your plans moving forwards? Do more! Excellent. And we'll have more after this.
I've seen into the temple of the meat. Staring back at me was a pale reflection of my own voice. So too can you stare upon the meat lord. So too can you give up your manifest guilt. So too can you ascend as did the prophet Smithkins. I want to you the way. I want to offer rebirth in all things, but all I can offer you is the word of mine Lord, of mine meat. Pray for salvation.
We're back. Now, we've been talking about some of the behind-the-scenes work that goes into making a successful wasteland cookery show. That we have. Now, pardon me for asking this, but I was just wondering if you could tell me the story that you were telling me just before.
Oh?
About the limbs.
Oh! Yes, of course. So, remember that human that was helping the evil supervillain, little baby Tabitha Jr.?
Yes. Kellogg, was it?
Yeah, well, if you remember, things didn't exactly end well for him the last time we met, and after a scuffle, he ended up in 5 different parts, laid out nicely on a table for the Institute to find.
Yes. I remember it well. We do have fun, don't we?
We do! Anyways, I figured we could reuse this human for the video, since they always get so touchy about us killing them.
So sensitive.
So weak. So, anyways, we collected all of the bits and had to do a bit of stitching to get him looking whole again.
So, wait a minute. You are saying you reattached the previously cut off limbs so you could cut them back off again for the video program?
Pretty much, yeah.
Amazing! It barely even shows on the camera. Special effects like this obviously just can't be bought.
I know! Though, it is worth pointing out that I had a lot of help from old Roz.
Rosaline. Wizard, seamstress, ghoul. Is there anything she can't do? We'll be back after a short break.
Have you been injured at Chester's Funhouse? Call Sue. We'll get you the compensation you so desire. Due to the increased volume of claims following the opening of Chester's Traveling Funhouse Limited, Sue the Wasteland will be operating on a first-come, first-served basis. If you have been injured by Chester the Jester or his affiliates, employees, or pets, then send us a telegram and we'll get to you soon. Accidents don't just happen. You should sue.
Welcome back to Radio Free Utobitha. To close out today, we'd like to talk about a little bit of community work that we have had the dum-dums engaging in.
We like to keep them busy.
And just what are they doing this week, Tabitha?
Well, this week we've got them returning the screws they took from the overpass so that we could build the Cooking with Tabitha set.
And is the set fine?
Oh yes, we've already found replacements. However, some locals were getting awfully tetchy that the highway looked like it was wobbly. So we've taken the executive decision to just return the bits that we took.
How charitable! Everyone should absolutely remember just how kind and giving we both are. Anyways, that's about all for us today, so I would like to thank best friend Tabitha for being here.
You couldn't stop me being here if you tried.
And further thanks to all of you who have been listening. Please like, subscribe and share the video as we intend to grow larger than the Megaton crater. Help us spread! You know you want to! And with that, good night. Have a lovely week, and we'll see you all next time. Ta-ta!